Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 6, and today we're taking a look at the 1999 Toyota Altezza RS200 Z Edition. So this is the Japanese domestic market variant of the first generation Lexus IS, which was only available in export markets, therefore making this a JDM vehicle, or a Japanese domestic vehicle. And Altezza is Italian for highness. However, the Altezza name was dropped when the Lexus brand was introduced to Japan in 2005, so this nameplate did not last very long. But nonetheless, it is a car that we haven't had in a Forza game for quite some time, as this is a replacement for the 2004 version of this car, which we had in the first 4 Forza Motorsport games. So yeah, we haven't had it since the 4th one, well over 15 years ago now. So yeah, it's nice to see it return to a Forza game, and especially in this fully viewable Forza Vista mode as well, as it's clearly been rescanned for this new game. And yeah, interior wise, all looking very nice. Typical kind of late 90s kind of more compact sedan in terms of what it's got going on inside. So yeah, plenty of electronic gubbins, like electric windows, and you've got your CD player and everything like that, although it is a mini disc player, which I don't think I've seen on a car before. But nonetheless, everything is here that you'd expect, although I do think the dials look a little bit weird, especially with the RPM or tachometer being a little bit off center, off to the left a little bit. It's a little bit strange, that one, but nonetheless, I do like the what I believe are aluminium pedals there as well. So yeah, all nice in the interior. In terms of the rear, you got a decent amount of rear legroom, although not massive compared to some competitors, I imagine. But the boot space is pretty good as well, as you can see. And these rear lights, by the way, became insanely popular in the lights of the UK when this car came about, because, well, basically they were highly desirable. I've seen them on many different kind of upgraded, hot hatchbacks or standard hatchbacks or anything like that, from everything from a Saxo or more, or like a Peugeot or anything like that. So they basically became known as Altezza lights more than anything, which is probably what this car is more well known for than anything else, quite frankly. But nonetheless, it does have a pretty decent engine going on underneath as well. So as you probably gathered from the RS200 name, this has a 2-litre inline-4 engine, which produces 208 horsepower as far as the game is concerned, although it should be 207. But it does produce 159 pounds-feet of torque as well. And all of that is put through a 6-speed manual gearbox, and it weighs 2,998 pounds. So pretty lightweight for a decent-sized saloon car as well. And on top of all that, it is rear-wheel drive, and it has 50-50 weight distribution as well. As far as the Z Edition aspect of this car goes, I have struggled looking for what that means in terms of this car. All I've been able to find is that it might well mean that there's got rear tinted privacy glass and slightly rear tinted tail lights. That's all I've been able to find out. So if there is any other additions to this car that come with that Z Edition package that this has, then I'd like to know. But yeah, I've looked high and low for what that means and just not been able to find out much at all. But nonetheless, let's get this out onto the Hakubu circuit and see what this car can do. Right, so welcome everybody to the Hakubu circuit. So as per usual, we're going to hear what the car sounds like first, and then we'll talk about it some more. So yeah, this sounds pretty good, to be honest, and as you can see, it revs really well, quite highly, coming up to nearly 8,000 RPM, which is not bad at all for a you know, a more mainstream saloon car. And yeah, you can really feel that 50-50 weight distribution and the lack of general weight and overall working really well in this car's favour, as it is really nicely balanced. It comes to a stop nicely enough, it turns in well, and yeah, obviously you can stick the rear end out if you so wish, but it is planted enough so where that doesn't become the case unless you want it to be. And it's also pretty decent in terms of acceleration as well. 0 to 60 is dealt with in 6.828 seconds. 0 to 100 is dealt with in 17.656 seconds. And it will go to a top speed of 157 miles an hour, which yeah, is also pretty damn good as well. So yeah, overall a really nice car. And now this is part of the festival playlist for summer at the moment, which runs until well, just under a week from today as this video being uploaded. And yeah, you only have to get 15 points, which is very easy to get. And yeah, ultimately what you'll be getting is a car that we've not had for quite some time on a Forza game. And yeah, it's a really nice addition to have returned to the Forza series. There are plenty from the old Forza Motorsport days, from the first one right to the fourth one, that obviously still haven't made a return, but it's nice to see that this has. And yeah, it's going to be more than go down well on this game, especially due to obviously its Japanese setting and the fact this was a JDM car as well. So yeah, well worth seeking this out. Obviously you do have to put in a little bit of work to get the car, being a, you know, a 15-point reward car in the festival playlist, but I think it is well worth getting. And yeah, it's more than enjoyable to get around a track, and I'm sure it'll be fun to upgrade and race against people as well. Nonetheless, so if you have tried out this Altezza, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.